my name is Laura. I'm with the Nerds of Color. I am so excited to chat with you. I love your character so much. Your character goes through this emotional journey, falling in love, starting a family, being a mother, and then a wife, and ultimately knowing that her time was come, for the battle. How did you approach this character and the scenes and the emotional journey, knowing that this character goes will go through?
I think I was just really like following the script, and we did a lot of training before we start shooting. So it was just kind of, it wasn't like, one of a sudden I know what to do, but it was like a slow, progressive like process that I learned little bits and pieces about my character, not only through the script, talking to Destin, the director, and working with, outside, just rehearsing with the other actors. Um, but also, I feel like a large part of my character came through my physical training, just
Mhm.
learning about Tai Chi, practicing hands on, and learning about the philosophy of Tai Chi, and that's kind of like core of kind of her being in many
Mhm.
ways. That really informed me about how she speaks and walks and carries herself in the world. So yeah, it was kind of like a slow process, but I was very lucky that we had the luxury of time on our side, that I slowly kind of embraced the character, I guess.
Well, what I love is that Tony Leung is the icon in the Asian industry, and both of you started are worked in Hong Kong. What was it like working with him in this blockbuster, Hollywood blockbuster action film, and also fighting Tony Leung?
I mean, it's like a dream come true. It's like every actor's dream to work with Tony, and also like to play a romantic counterpart with him. That was just like so easy to fall in love with, his eyes, to looking into his eyes. But actually, one of the scenes that, we were like looking at each other, and it was like a close up, and his wife Karina was also on set with us. So I was like, sorry, I'm falling in love with your husband. But she's also like, being a great support there as well. So it was really great to get to know both of them. But yeah, Tony was just so easy to work with, and he really inspired me about an actor's preparation, how to really focus, and I've never seen a moment where Tony was thinking about something else. He was constantly thinking about his character. Just like you can see, he's like running his lines or thinking about the characters, watching the set. Um, every time he talks to me, it's not about something outside the scene. It's all about, what do you think of that line? How do we say it? And like, why did we do that? And how did you feel about the scene? It's all about the scene of the story. So I just admire his devotion to the work and his craft, and it was just like really inspiring working with him.
No, that's fantastic. But you worked in Hong Kong and now in the US productions with Shang-Chi, The Undoing, being your first roles in the US. And then you also went to Juilliard, which I'm obsessed with that you went there.
Oh,
And
thank you.
yeah, and what was it like kind of working in the Hong Kong and then coming back? Do you see a difference in the changes in the industry from when you left and coming back here?
I feel like for us actors, the work is always very similar. We get a script, you work with a team of people, so you're just like a small integral part of, the creation. But I feel like I see the industry changing, as a whole with, the streaming services, the internet. It really changes how people see films, and, in many ways, more people get access to the content. But at the same time, I feel like for especially this particular film, people need to go to the theater and see it. And it's
Yes.
like, it will only do the film justice, especially if you try it. I haven't seen it in IMAX. I cannot wait to see it. But it kind of deserves that big screen moment. But for me personally, I'm constantly learning. I'm obsessed with, acting. And so I hope this is only like the beginning of my US career, and, or elsewhere. I'm filming something in France right now for HBO. So, I hope work becomes more global as we're speaking with internet and everything. So I'm really excited about traveling around the world and continue my work.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. It's so great talking to you. Thank you.
Comics, movies, and TV, yeah. Pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.